going on, y'all? Welcome back to the episode of Rand Kyle Everything Sports Podcast. Today we're here to talk about our AFC and NFC predictions. So who do you have come out in the AFC Championship game, Ray?
In the AFC, it's really loaded over there. A lot of really close teams. We don't see a runaway Chiefs team like we have been. We're seeing a lot of teams a lot closer than normal. But for me, in the AFC, I do have the Chiefs making it. And then there's a lot of teams that could be playing them. Dolphins, Bills, Ravens, Bengals are starting to show a lot. But to me, I do have the Dolphins. I feel like this Dolphins offense is going to be too much for teams to handle down the stretch. And in the playoffs, and their defense hopefully can start to show a little bit more, but they're not the worst in the league, so I feel like they can hold some mid-level offenses to less than normal. So I feel like the Dolphins and the Chiefs are going to be a good matchup. I feel like the Dolphins and the Chiefs game is going to be a really high-powered game in the AFC Championship game. But there's one player in the league right now that I don't bet against, and that's Mahomes, so I have him coming out of the AFC.
Yeah, man, I agree with your main point. The Chiefs aren't as dominant as we've seen them in years past, but they're still very good. They still have Mahomes, Kelsey, and Andy Reid, so that's all you need. So I do have the Chiefs going out, but I don't have them playing the Dolphins. I have them playing the Jaguars. So a repeat of the divisional round. I know a lot of people aren't as high on the Jaguars as I am, but last year they started off slow, and then they went on a crazy stretch where they won like 8 of their last 10 games, something like that. And I think that this year they're starting to pick it back up. They came off a good win against the Bills in London. Then they came off a really dominant win against the Colts. So I do like this Jags team. I don't think the Trevor Lawrence injury is as severe as we thought it was to begin with. So I had the Chiefs versus the Jags in the Championship game.
For my NFC, go ahead. Okay. You can do yours first.
For my NFC predictions, I don't think how for one side you can have anybody except for the Niners. So I have the Niners playing the Lions. I'm really high on this Lions team. It was for me out of the Cowboys and the Lions, but I just don't trust the Cowboys, and they're just a little too inconsistent for me. This could change if I see that consistency out of the Cowboys that I like to see, but I think the Lions are playing very well. Their defense has been playing very well as well. They're coming off two dominant wins, one versus a good 3-1 Bucs team off a bye week as well. So I think that's very impressive, and I like Jared Goff. I like their weapons and their head coach. So I have the Niners playing the Niners playing the Lions in the NFC Championship game.
I think that's very valid. I also had the 49ers. I think they're the best team in the NFL right now, and I think they're the best team we've seen in a good minute. And then on the other side, I also was down between the Cowboys and the Lions, but I did go the other way and pick the Cowboys. I just feel like the Cowboys have the highest ceiling in the NFL right now, and I feel like they're going to start to anchor down a little bit and play a little bit more consistent. I feel like right now they have a chance to be any team in the NFL, and I can't say the same for the Lions because I do believe there's teams that are better than the Lions, and I believe the Lions are playing to the top of their ceiling right now. I think the Cowboys are playing some mid-level with the inconsistency, so I feel like they could jump a little bit higher if they could get a little bit more consistency in everybody's rankings. So I think the Cowboys will be able to pull it together, but I don't see them beating this 49ers team, especially after already playing them and getting blown out. So I do have the 49ers coming out of the Cowboys.
And I really do think that this is a two-team race for the Lions and Niners. I'm not a big believer in the Eagles this year. They just do not look very good at all. And I think that Hurts has reversed a little after losing Shane Steichen, their OC. So, yeah, I think the Eagles are good, but I do think the Cowboys are a lot better than them right now at this moment.
I agree. I think the Cowboys win that division easily. Yeah. And then in the Super Bowl, that would put me with the Chiefs and the 49ers. Same for Kyle. I have the Chiefs winning. I don't believe that and Mahomes in that game is not going to show up, and I believe it's the only way that they don't win. Don't get me wrong, it'll be a great game, but I don't believe that Mahomes in the Super Bowl is beatable. I mean, he's just that good. Whenever, especially now at this point in his career, you get him in the Super Bowl, I think he's going to show up. I think Kelsey's going to show up. I think that offense is going to go back, and they're going to be efficient. That defense will lock down. I just don't believe the 49ers will be able to compete with how strong that Chiefs team will come out in the Super Bowl. But if they play in the regular season, I have the 49ers.
Yeah, and I don't think it really matters where they play or when they play. When you have that big of a quarterback deficit, I don't think it'll be close. If the 49ers don't make the Super Bowl, it'll be because of Brock Purdy.
No way.
Hey, listen.
It'll be because of injuries.
Listen, we'll see. But we appreciate y'all boys watching. Y'all tune in next time.